Hello, my name is Darren, and this is the Damn Garage. First off, I'd like to tell you about the van as we first picked it up. Here are the pictures of it on the day that I went to check it out. As you can see, it's really rough. And it had 16.5-inch rims with bias ply tires on it, moss growing on it, rust dripping off of it. And here it is now in my driveway. So I'm not going to bore you with all of the details, but this is a 1975 Dodge Maxi Wagon conversion, and it is a pop-top camper. It now has 16-inch Pro Comp aluminum wheels with Goodyear radial tires on it. It is running a 360 727 automatic transmission, Dana 60 rear end. It's a 1-ton van. As you can see here, a lot of the rivets had popped out of the roof, and there were scuffs all over the paint. There's some of that mold growing on there. There's the spare tire carrier. It has a brand new fuel system from the tank, lines, and carburetor, and a brand new braking system, master cylinder, drum brakes on the rear, disc brakes on the front. Everything as far as that goes is new. Moving on to the interior, which we already saw a little bit of, you can see just how original and funky and cool 1970s it is, with I believe all of the vintage dirt on it as well. So my first order of business is spraying everything down so that it works a bit better, because these doors could use some help. So let's take a look at that. No idea what I'm aiming at. Just, oh, so much better sounding. I like that. I like that a lot. So I had to kind of take apart the back here a little bit to get the rear door unlocked, because I don't have keys for these for the doors. So I figured I'd show you guys what's in here. Meyer 10W30. An unlabeled mystery bottle. Kmart brake fluid. I have all new brakes on this. I'm not gonna worry about that. Is this an owl pellet? This is disgusting. Oh, rusty old screw jack. I have a hydraulic jack for the van that I will be using. What do we have here? I mean, this would have been cool if the page hadn't gotten to it. The Thomas D. Murphy Company, Red Oak, Iowa. Danger flag. those. Okay, so this is the handle for that, I think. No. Okay. Well, that was interesting. So I also pulled out bag, some 2-part epoxy, gasoline, gas line, antifreeze. Because I can read, you know. Ooh, extension cord. I'll probably use that. Water hose, the apparatus thing, probably for filling and draining. I gotta be honest, I don't see me using the water system in this thing. So goodbye. Let's see, this safety cord right here, that is ANSI and OSHA approved for sure. Is that paper? Oh yeah, it's like a legit homemade deal. It even has screws in it. That's real safe. Let's not ever run the risk of plugging this into anything. Dextron 2 transmission fluid. At one point in time, it was 97 cents. Unbelievable. It's probably $6 a thing right now at Meijer. So there's a screen thing. Oh, jeez. It's got a hook on it and it's hooked to something. Yeah. No. And we have what seems to be, oh, yes, yes. Here's the other piece of it. This was in the door. Big freaking jack. That's about how uplifting I am too. Switch this. Neat. Oh, look at that. Guess what? As cool as this thing is, I'm going to put this in my garage and I'm going to get the bottle jack that I bought for the van. So, on the other side of this door is an absurdity of awfulness. I'm going to take that off because I'm never putting a spare tire on the door. I do have a plan though. Well, that was easy enough to remove. So, it's gone and pretty. I'm running out of daylight, but I'm not running out of motivation. Do I have a pressure washer? Absolutely. Is my pressure washer still in the box? Also, absolutely. So, we're going to go to the coin op. Give this thing a hose down, because it is filthy. Inside and out. I'm not going to be hosing out the inside, just the outside. I'm not out of motivation on this day yet. So I'm gonna take it to the coin op, give it a good spray down, and then tomorrow, after I pick up Tanner is going to attack cleaning the inside of this thing, because that is something that he excels at, is cleaning the inside of vehicles really well. And he loves it. And since he wanted this, he's gonna help me. But I want to get the outside kind of clean so that tomorrow I can try to buff this paint up to a nice shine. Alright, we pretty much made it to the coin op, and it has been uneventful. I really enjoy having a project vehicle that actually works. And it just hums along at 55 miles an hour. So nice. Okay. Let's put the coins in the machine and get this thing going. See, my windshield wiper has no motor. I'm gonna go have to put that down. Then go over to Family Express and use their squeegee so that I can see out the window. Alright. So, she's not 100% watertight. No big deal. We'll figure all that out too. Got the windshield all squeegeed off. I think it's time to go home. We're losing daylight. Pick back up on this tomorrow. Oh, as you can see, there's a lot of cleaning to do in here. This van just sat for a while. This seat, if you listen really closely, you can kind of hear how crunchy and delicate the fabric got from being in the sun for, you know, like 50 years pretty much. So eventually these will have to be recovered, but since there is so much to do and so many projects, and it is the middle of the summer now, I'm just going to wrap these up. So I'm going to get all these out of here and show you the plan of attack there. This one's especially gross and bad. It fell apart when we sat on it the first time while we were looking at it. Alright, so as you can see, I have covered all of these cushions that were crunchy, but it's an intermediary to actually getting them upholstered. It's the middle of summer, and I want to use this camper van as a camper, but I don't want to get all those crispy crumblies all over the place. So for these cushions, I guessed that I would need about 2 queen size sheet sets, and it worked out perfectly. Some of them are, well, firstly, to make sure that I got enough layers to not really get into that nastiness and fully encapsulate it, I rolled these up on themselves, and then I put safety pins on the ends after I folded them in, and it's an alright solution that is working. And then others, I was just able to use the pillowcases and double up the pillowcases. So that's what I'm doing for now with the cushions for the van, until I get an upholster that can find some similar retro fabric and have them redone like original, because it's important to me that it retains the aesthetic. I am about to go pick up the boy child, who is the brainchild behind getting the camper van, and I want to catch his reaction on camera. He's not quite here yet, so we're going to be waiting on him. It's okay. Well, that was him and his mom.
Wait, is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe. Alright, so we're on day 2 of camper van cleanup. Tanner's going to be on the inside recording his own video and vacuuming and magic erasering and cleaning, because he's really good at cleaning the interiors. Alright, so it's hotter than a hobo's nutsack out here, and
So I think what I do,
although that's pretty clean, it's not as clean as it could be. Go ahead and buff it up. Let's get out in the light here. It's pretty chalky right now. See that?
yeah.
I think that'll buff up. Get my compound cutting foam pad out and polishing backing pad. Looks like we've already got one on this machine here. So, you need to open this up. Sealed for your protection. Yeah, looks like sunscreen. Ultra cut compound. Here we go. Going to take a quick second. One little pass, nothing. One pass, nothing. I think the question is, can I get an amen and hallelujah? Look at that. Would you just? Oh, it's like it faded in from heaven. It's so clean and shiny now. Protecting their survivor van. It's exactly what I want to do.
trash, and I'm on vacuum. Pick up the trash of all Dawn's van, 1970s, I think.
75.
75. Close. And I'm gonna be putting the trash in a trash can over here that you cannot see by the driver's door. And Red Bull. And coffee. Don't need trash. Okay. And ow. Ow. Oh god. And we're gonna put the dishes away because yeah. Actually, from the sink with all the others because they were all Summerville in the sink. So yeah. I do not know what this is. Okay, I'm back. I just got a drink of lemonade. And I got a glove. A glove. I said A. Okay. It's like we're having difficulties. That was heavy. This. Don't know what it is. Okay, I think the next step is to vacuum. There's tons. Okay. Since that did nothing. Wait, I don't know. It changed. Let's change it. Oh god! That was pretty scary. Okay, we're back. And basically it's out more better now. Man, I thought I needed a drink. Fun fact, the floor used to be yellow. Still is, some places. Yeah, you know that.
Now, don't spray directly onto the dashboard, okay?
I do not want to do that.
I want you to clean everything. You wanted this van.
Jeez.
You didn't take the dishes in from the sink.
Taking you guys up to the front of the van. Might be useful. Everything's better up here.
Good.
Wanna come and see it?
Yeah.
Up here on the dashing's better. Not as many white spots.
Oh yeah. What are you using? Don't spray it on the windshield, okay?
No, I accidentally got some on it.
That's okay.
Okay.
You can go ahead and move that radio too.
Okay. Because that's kind of the way of some places. Like where that is anyways.
Yeah.
This is pretty dirty. Oh god, it's hot. How are you gonna help me out? Oh, thank you. I was cleaning this.
Huh?
I was gonna take this off and clean the bottom. Is that what you wanted me to do? Oh yeah, that feels nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I don't know how to this while I'm doing this. I'll just put it right there. I'm going there. Now we're going to just put everyone here, I'm pretty sure. And basically then we're going to wipe it down. Did you think we were done doing this? Now, I think I did pretty good. There's no place that I need a vacuum, but I guess I do that.
Honey, all his wrapped itself up.
Yeah, it does. Oh, this looks good. Okay, that is fine. This is good. It's never gonna focus on what I need it to focus on, but it's close. Actually, it might be looking at what I'm looking at.
And then after an exhausting Friday of cleaning the van, we went to the movie theater, and on Saturday we went to Chesterton for a cruise-in for the first time with Vanellope, first time with our project vehicle. So fun. Time to get the drying towel out. So I went to all the stores and just landed on, screw it, I'll get the cheapest one. Not sure how well this will work because I'm not used to using the 6-inch orbitals. I like the 12-inch orbitals like I grew up with. Old Craftsman big old buffer thing. Got some applicator pads in here. Sure. Throw one of these on. I'm sure we're going to destroy these quickly. Getting nerve damage in your fingers. Highly unrecommended. Alright, let's see how this thing does. I think I'm going to temporarily take the Dodge emblems off of there, off the hood, so that I can get a nice polish underneath them, and then I'll put them back on. Okay, so we have this ugly, probably stain from a bug right here. And if you just, this is really hard one-handed. Turn this guy on. And you just kind of sit on it. And while you're sitting on it, check it. See how much of it has disappeared. Goes all the way down here. And then another tip, never put your bonnet down on the ground. Find something like these little boxes and prop it up so that it doesn't touch the ground. Now, we'll come back over here and I'll take my cotton cloth and I'll wipe that wax off of there. And as you can see, that stain is gone. And if you have really good eyes, you can tell that this paint is getting very thin on the hood, which is not great, but we'll address it later. You'll definitely want to have a plan for painting this later, but not right now. We're going to use it for this summer. And I'm going to go back to polishing this. Quick thought that I had. I don't know if I said it, but I'm going to say it now. Every time you polish your vehicle, you take off a fine layer of paint. So the more you polish, the more paint you're removing. This is getting an intense massage down with the cleaner wax because it has not been done in a long time. You're not going to want to do this every single time you wash your vehicle. You're just going to want to put a protectant wax over it that goes on the top, dries, and then you buff off the excess. Quick thoughts. Well, when we started the day off, it wasn't in the sun, but now we are, and guess what? The wax is drying too fast. So I'm going to put the cami netting back up and work underneath it, because it's provides shade, but also the wind can pass right through the cami netting, so it's really nice. Alright, we are looking at the van door, and you can see there that big rust streak. It's polished out mostly. That one that was there in between the mirror and tradesman, that is mostly gone. Couldn't get all of it, but we are looking like we are coming back from the dead. This paint is buffing up beautifully. Look how shiny it is over there. Alright, so I've got to put the letters back on, and this is my glue of preference for just about everything. It really sticks. So this is what I'm going to do. that tarp piece out of there. Tanner is running the buffer. Oh. Oh. I really broke this one off. So naturally, if this van ever gets restored, which it may be a candidate for one day, but not today, those letters are pretty pitted and gross looking, so they'll need to be replaced anyhow. That's why I don't mind gluing them back on. If you did plan on painting the hood, you'll want to leave those off and get new letters probably to put on there. But that's what I'm going to do in the interim, and it's an idea for you. As you can see from this angle, this is not good, and I'm going to need to fix it. But first, I need to pop the top, and that's going to take some doing because the tracks are dirty. So I'm going to clean the tracks, lubricate them up, and then I will get out my new toy and put some pop rivets in this thing. So this side, it was hard to lift because the spring that's down in that hole, that's supposed to help it lift up. I'm gonna fix that first. I would say now is as good a time as any to open up this new tool that I've got, which I've had for 6 months, but I didn't want to develop the carpal tunnel using a manual one. The M12 rivet gun. And I have never used it before, so this could be very interesting. Grab a fresh battery off the charger and okay. I don't know how this thing even begins to work. I grabbed a box of 50 pop rivets, so it's as good a time as any to learn how to use this pop rivet tool. I've riveted stuff together, I just haven't used that tool. going to require a drill to drill out the old one. I want to hold that top into position with clamps. So I'll take these clamps up there. Alright, let's head out to the van. Okay, so we have our top and clearly it's coming apart here. So let's pull ourselves together. Pull it together, man. Too cheesy? Spot right here is pretty bad. There's a rivet missing here and here and here. So I'm gonna start with these ones. And move on to the next one, which is a much shallower hole. So over here, we have quite the conundrum of goings on. Trying to lift up the camper top last time we were out in it, and the corner just decided to give way. That's not good. I am definitely gonna have to fix that today. An up close and personal view of this corner piece. Definitely think that needs sealed up better. If ever a job would call for roof patch leak stop sealer on a vehicle, I think I have found a candidate. This is not something that I would normally do, but given the circumstances of this roof and its weirdness, I think it is the only thing that is called for. I could be wrong. Probably not, but I could be. Alright, now that this corner is done, I'm going to go ahead and work on the rest of the rivets that have busted off. Not But wait, there's more. My neighbor decided he was going to run a power tool all night. So I am too. Perfect idea. Before you leave, if you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button. If you want to know more, drop a comment. Have a conversation with me. I'm open to that. And if you want to see more, make sure that you click that bell icon. Next week, we'll be going over this box and how I painted it. And I think, as it pertains to a camper van, we're going to review some cast iron cookware. Maybe I'll even cook something. I don't know. So that'll just about wrap it up. Next time you see a old junk vehicle like this on the side of the road, just remember that it might look pretty far gone, but with a little bit of cleaning and elbow grease, you can bring it right back. And also some money to replace some of the mechanical components, but it will be fine. Thank you for watching. You can find me in the damn garage.